Hey, what's up guys? Cristian here with my Tenpai deck I just won a VIP Qualifier with for YCS Indy. Yeah, I just started playing this deck not too long ago, so still trying to learn the right ratios and like the right stuff to play. But I figured I'd give you guys a deck profile and just show you guys what I was trying out this past weekend. But yeah, let's go the deck profile. So 3 Pydra, 3 Chandra, 2 Fedra, or not sure how to pronounce these, but yeah, these cards are insane. I like these a lot. This card's really nice with chain blocking as well for Saravis. If you go like one Pydra chaining to Chandra to like get around the negate to summon, because Saravis is a one effect and it can miss timing. That was really good. Making Black Rose obviously with these guys is broken with the field spell. This card's a kind of like not a super brick, but you don't really want to draw him. So 2 is like fine because you need him just for engine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can play around a Ghost Ogre in this deck. You don't always lose to it. This card can just search like the quick play. A lot of people like think this deck loses to Ogre, but I think you can play around it pretty easily. I guess I'll just do more engine, I guess. I'll do engine and then I'll do the non-engine. 3 Sengen Kaiman. This card's insane. It's emergency teleport, and it can just, yeah, this card's broken. Or add 1. Obviously, you can just add 1 and then summon a yellow guy and add a field spell. Speaking of field spell, 4 field spell. This card's broken. I didn't want to play Star Rotation and another bad field spell because I think we actually have other consistency cards you can play in the deck that aren't super awkward to draw together. This card's insane. It's literally like mid-breaker field but better. Adds a card, discard a card. Broken with Black Rose Dragon because it turns your Chandra into like a Black Rose that can't be like affected by anything and kind of just wipe boards. It's really good against Melodious because their boards get really sticky. Yeah, really good against Melodious and just really good in general, honestly, because sometimes your opponent don't see it coming either just because it's a new deck and they don't really understand what's going on until it's too late. But I think maybe later on in the future people kind of try to play around it a little bit more. Yep, and that is it for engine, I guess. Besides, this is last piece of engine. It's back. I'm back with the 6 pot cards, my favorite. Yeah, these are just you want consistency in this deck because there's not a lot of starter cards in this deck until we get the new guy. So I want to just max on consistency, just make sure you can see your plays, see your cards. And then I guess I'll just go over this card as well. So 1 rivalry. This card's insane going first or second. So once people do know that you're going first or you're choosing to go second, they can make you go first and you just flip up rivalry and you just win. Like rivalry plus Heretics Spears is really good. And just even going second, this card's insane. Like if they stop you, you can just set it, activate it, and then now they just can't play. And all your guys are dragons, you can still kill into this very easily. So this card's like, it should just be banned, honestly. I don't know why it's at 1 still. And my hand traps, and not non-engine. 3 Neb, 3 Mourner, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. These are the hand traps. There's still a lot of Snake Eyes, so you need to draw hand traps to beat it. You can't rely on board breakers, especially with the Omega combo going around. Yeah, this is just kind of what you have to do right now at the moment. I can see maybe in the future add Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is pretty good. I sided it. But these are the most generic ones, the really good ones. Nibiru is getting a lot worse because this deck just beats it, so in mirror match is pretty bad. But Snake Eye's still really popular and you still need to beat it, so play 3 Nib. And then the last card is just kind of like back removal and monster removal, I guess, kind of, but just to get rid of the back row so you can kill them with your Tenpai cards. You can search this off Pot of Prosperity, draw it off Desires. So when you do go second and you hand trap your opponent in Desires, or Prosperity, there is cards that you can search to help clear the boards and beat the back rows or Appaloosas or whatever you got to beat. So yeah, that's the main deck. 40 cards. Again, you just want to make sure you can maximize your chances of drawing all your Tenpai cards because there's not that many, and as well as drawing your hand traps as well. So just because it's still Snake Eye format. Extra deck, surprise, Trident Dragon. This card's, I'm not sure if it's necessary. I summoned it a couple times, but I've seen people cut it. I think I'd still play it just because I want to have the option. But if you cut it, I understand, I guess, if you can't afford it. Just ask a friend to borrow it. 1 Transcended Dragon, 1 of the Bident, or sorry, 2 Bident. This one you could cut to a 1, I think. There's a lot of flex spots I feel like you can play in this deck. Yeah, there's so many different level 7s you can play. Speaking of level 7s, Odd Eyes, this one's really good. Battle Phase. Black Rose, this one's I've summoned this so many times to blow up the board, it's really good. Another level 7 Moonlight. There's another one that's called Cupid, or Cubalt. Destroys a card. That's the one that people are playing over Trident Dragon. Like, this might be good, might be playable. You could even cut this and try it out. Might mess around with the extra deck and kind of see if I can figure out just more extra deck cards. This extra deck, I didn't really, this I definitely use, Seals. You can maybe even play second one of this. This actually came up a couple times. When you get deburied twice, you want to just have like a way to at least end on some sort of interruption. These extra deck cards didn't really come up that often, but I'll just put them out there. This is how you OTK if you get deburied. Yeah, not much to say about these. These are the same cards you use in the Snake Eye deck to kill. This is just because you need there's no dark monsters in your deck, and if your opponent has a dark in the grave, you can go like link any of them into Striker Dragon, then make dark, and then dark make Promethean, and then Promethean bring back to body, and then yeah. Obviously it's Alliance and Raging Phoenix, so I use the OTK line. SP is just generic, in case you gotta get out of Floodgate or something, you go like Striker Dragon and SP, kind of like Link Reba. Yeah, and that's the extra deck. Not much to say, I guess. You can just try more extra deck cards. I know people play the Spatter, they play the new, the card I said earlier. There's other cards, I know there's other cards you can play, but in reality, as long as you play like the main guys, I don't think it really matters too much. Black Rose definitely is important though. Side deck, some cards I borrowed here, but you'll see in a second, but still working on the side deck. I didn't side D-Shifter this time. I think some people were doing that. It's very awkward in this deck because you kind of want stuff in your grave for some of the combos, and then it also cuts off like Veiler and Ogre against certain matchups, so it's a little weird. But and obviously if you get deburied, you can't do the Promethean thing, but that's not too important. But yeah, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Phantasme. Yeah, Phantasme is really good because it can draw you all your non-engine. Ghost Ogre versus the mirror match. You can combo it against Snake Eye if you draw Nib, if you draw other cards that go along with it. 3D Barrier. You don't know if your opponent's gonna make you go first or second. This card is just a very good like flex to have, because when they make you go first, you can just flip in. They have to pass, and then you kill them the next turn. And then kind of the same thing with the other cards that I'm gonna show you. Just Heat Wave. If they make you go first, you just Heat Wave them, and then you kill them the next turn. This one's a little bit, the next turn I'm showing you is a little bit better because you decide this thing going first or second. And it's a Gravekeeper's Inscription. This one is broken because this one can just go in versus any card, any deck that has graveyard effects, because you can just use it going first or second, and it just cuts off the graveyard. And when you're going second, it can kind of like at least get rid of the Flame Bridge effect and the Promethean effect. So it was just really strong, and yeah, I think this is like one of the better ones moving forward. I didn't side Drone Lockbird because I wasn't too much of a fan of it. I'd rather just try to stop them. And again, with Shifter probably could be in here. I gotta try it out more because I'm still trying to learn the deck, because I only had like a couple days of playtesting with it, because I've been trying to focus on all the other YCSs. So yeah, moving forward, I'll definitely try to update this deck if I can, if people want to see this. I'm definitely going to do probably a tier list kind of showing you the new decks, because now we have Melodious and we have Tenpai obviously, and there's another deck I can't think of at the moment. There's another, but I'll probably just type in the description. But yeah, that's it for my deck. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe.